Hi, welcome to Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes and Panning, and I'm here with what I got for Christmas 2022. So for those of you who are regular viewers, you are aware that I shared this channel with my lovely daughter Phoebe, and for those of you who also are regular viewers, you are aware that I'm on a no-buy. Apart from, as I said, Christmas presents and birthday presents. Now it so happens that my birthday falls in February, so there will be a few gifts in February. But that being said, from the 8th of December, when I decided to start a no-buy, till now, which has gone past the 8th of January, I have not purchased anything in the line of makeup. Now, I have been to places where they've had makeup. I have been to places where they have makeup that I usually wouldn't be able to avail of straight away, and I still held firm to the no-buy. So even though it's a short span, I'm very proud of myself. Now, getting into what I got for Christmas. So, the first thing that I got for Christmas are these boots, and as you can see, they are quite sturdy, they are patent, and they have a lovely chain on them. Now they are also a beautiful burgundy / I'd say oxblood wine. I think they are stunning, absolutely stunning. Now the issue that I have, the only issue that I had unfortunately with them was the smallest size they came in was a 4, which would be a 37, a European 37, and I take a 3, which is 36. Now sometimes you can be very lucky with a 36 because they're such a small size and come across one, but 9 out of 10 times you're going to be unlucky and they don't have them in a 36. So these are a 37, which is a 4. So I have two choices. I either wear 2 socks or I put an insole in them. And I love them so much, I was willing to either wear the extra pair of socks or put the insole in, or just put the insole in with the one pair of thick socks. So that is the boot, and as you can see, the lovely chain, and they are so soft, comfy. They're not high, but when you put them on, because they're kind of high at the front, they feel slightly higher. So that is my new boot for Christmas. So that was gift 1. Now I'll put that down here. So gift 2 I have around my neck. Now gift 1 is in a short on the channel, and you can get a much better look at the boots and the brand and the whole lot, where they came from, and perhaps if you like them and you wanted a pair yourself, you can see where you can purchase them. Gift 2 is this. It is my initials TK, and Phoebe bought me this for Christmas, and she purchased it from Abbott Lion. So the T is for Tracy and the K is for my second name. Now it came as so. Came in a beautiful box. Abbott Lion. It came in a sleeve and such, or a drawer perhaps. Not sure quite what way that works. So the packaging alone is stunning, and I do believe that Phoebe paid extra for this box, which came with the Abbott Lion wrapping paper, which just came inside with the little cleaner for the jewellery, and the Abbott Lion logo, So this is very much reminiscent of the olden days when people would send post and they would seal it with the wax. That is gorgeous. But she went further than that. It came in the sleeve, which says, "It's time to sparkle." And I'll just turn this way because I don't want my full surname to be, and just turn it that way. So perhaps it'd be better to do it that way. Tracy K. You can see. So you can get the person's surname, Christian name, middle name. You can get a monogram. You can get it done any way you like. Now, by the way, just in case anyone thinks for a second that we are sponsored or have affiliate links or anything like that with Abbott Lion, no, that is not the case. We just find them to be extremely good quality and beautiful products. So yet again, you can get a quick glance of it there, TK, but if you go on to the shorts, you will get a much better view of the product and how the letters are. Some of them have little diamante in them, and the other one is just in gold. So check out the short on that. Now, I also got a beautiful bottle of Narcisco Rodriguez perfume, and yet again, I'm not here to promote all my shorts. It's just at the time they came in, I was so excited. I videoed them and I got them. I asked the person that uploads these videos for me, would they mind uploading it, because I was so excited at the time. So it's Narcisco Rodriguez perfume, and it was in the purple bottle, and I left the notes, as I always do in my videos and have done from the get-go. I left the notes in the description. So notes aside, if you want to have a general idea as to what the perfume smells like, for those of you who would be familiar with the Estee Lauder Knowing, this Narcisco Rodriguez in the plum bottle is Knowing on steroids, and a much more modern version of Knowing than Knowing is. So I know somebody who wore Knowing for years, and it is a beautiful fragrance, but it is kind of, it's one of the more recognizable dated fragrances. It kind of comes from a time period, but this one is so much like it, but much more modern, if you know what I mean. So for those that like that type of fragrance, check it out, and it is absolutely beautiful. And I'm so happy to have that in my collection, even though I'm on a no buy, as I did say at the start, and I'll say again, Christmas presents and birthday presents, no, I couldn't say no to those, because it would just, apart from being rude, it would be just, everybody's entitled to have something for Christmas and their birthday. So they are a no-go as regards knocking them on the head for the no buy. So that aside, the last present I got for Christmas 2022 are these beautiful earrings, and they are elongated rose gold, and there appear to be one pair and a second pair, even though it is only one earring, and they are from the brand now I would pronounce that Ania Haie, A-N-I-A, that sounds like Ania to me, H-A-I-E, K-E, Haie. And they also come in this beautiful gift bag. The presents like this make such a difference because apart from anything else, you don't have to go and search for wrapping paper, bowls, all that. Comes in a beautiful gift bag like that, and comes in a lovely box as so, a drawer, and a lovely little sleeve, kind of velvety, and it has the name again on it, and the earrings just go in there, and backs of the ears because they are for obviously pierced ears, so they go in there like that. You can close it up or you can just leave it loose. Put in the drawer, close up the drawer, there's a pulley tag on the drawer, and into the bag. Now, how lovely are they? And for people that, like myself, that did have a double piercing at one point in their lives and have no interest in reopening the second piercing, which I don't at this stage in my life, I have no interest in that. It just gives the effect that you have two pairs of earrings, which I think is lovely because it just makes such a difference. I mean, hoops are hoops and everybody loves hoops. I love hoops myself, but these are just slightly different and I am very, very happy with them. So I have my chain, I have my earrings, I have my boots, and I have my perfume. And for me, Christmas 22 was very successful as regards Christmas gifts and as regards the no-buy, because from December the 8th, where I was going around and seeing things that I usually couldn't get my hands on and I really wanted, and I actually held firm and said no to myself, and if I broke that no buy, as I said before, the only one I would be fooling was myself. Nobody would know, but I would know. So I said no and I held firm, and that will be my mantra for the next 12 months, holding firm apart from February. So they're my gifts. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought of my gifts. Now I will be back more regularly for the new year 2023, and myself and Phoebe will do mother-daughter shopper stash, because Phoebe has a lot of she has a lot of sprays she wants to use, she has a lot of perfume she wants to use, and she has a lot of facial mist she wants to use. She has quite a few eyeshadow products and eyeshadow palettes that she wants to start panning. Now panning is something that just doesn't come overnight. I get that. Believe me, if anyone gets it, I do. I get that. It doesn't come overnight. You say you'll pan and you don't. You say you'll pan and you won't. You'll say you pan and you'll see something and it'll be the product, the packaging or whatever it may be. You'll just lured into having it. So if she pans a couple of items this year, I will be so proud of her, because everything is an expiry date, and as we all know, you can only use so much products. I know some people say that you can keep the products or whatever the case may be. We all have to use them within a certain amount of time, or they mightn't even expire, but they do start to lose their potency, especially if it is a moisturizer, a serum, and then again mascaras can be quite... Oh, 1 second. I'm not quite sure where I was in the video. I had to stop to find the other item that I did actually intentionally purchase myself, and that is an item that I have been purchasing since first discovering it, and counting back by children and how old they were, I'm talking about at least 14 years. Yeah, 14 years. This mascara has been my favourite for at least 14 years since I first discovered it. And as I told the story early on in the channel, there are videos back at the start of the channel when it was just to keep us busy during a very unfortunate time in the world, and you couldn't actually see my face even. I think I did tell the story that this was my favourite mascara, and I had went through so many of them. I think I showed you some of the older ones I had found as I was tidying through cupboards during that time when people had very little else to be doing, which perhaps wasn't a bad thing. But for, I'd say, 14 years, and that is this. Now there's probably a reflection on it and perhaps even finger marks. That is just the nature of packaging. It is silver, and it is, I hope you can see that, it is the Dior Show Iconic Curl Mascara in the shade black. And I've had brown, I've had the blue, which I used with a black base and just blue on the tips as we did back in the 80s. And I've also had the Brick, which is spelled B-R-I-Q-U-E, I believe, which perhaps is French, I'm not quite sure. I didn't do languages at school apart from Irish. So, Brick. This, if I was only to choose one product in the entire world to have for the rest of my life, it would be this. Now today, as I told the story prior, for those that didn't see it, the day the Dior girl put it on my eyelashes, and she said, wait till you see this. I had heard that 100 times of different products people put on your face and said, wait till you see, this is fantastic, this is a great product and whatever. She said, this will give you lashes. Now, I don't have short lashes. I have thin lashes and I have long lashes. So I wouldn't have a hell of a lot of volume, but what I would have, and I certainly don't have any curl. So one of my second favorite mascaras would be the MAC Perm mascara. I do like that, and I like the Lancome Granules, which is strange because usually Lancome products don't agree with me because it's 9%, it's very overpowering. But getting back to the Dior Show, she put it on and she said, close your eyes, and I held my eye down for a few seconds, and when she said open now and see, I couldn't believe curl, the actual curl, and it stayed all day. So from that to this, 15 years, yeah, 15 years of repurchasing. So that is up there with my fantastic products. So now it's not cheap, but 3 months is what they recommend. You change your mascara every 3 months. Now I do not change mine every 3 months, but what I do is, and this is truthful, I'm not going to sit here and say every 3 months I throw my mascara away and I purchase another one. I don't. They are expensive. I purchase 3 Dior mascaras per year. I could purchase a brown, 2 black, maybe a blue, 2 black, a brown, a blue and a black, or this year, or the previous year, the Brick, which they brought out, which was new, and it was red and was recommended for dark eyes or green eyes or hazel eyes or whatever type eyes I have, and they said it would enhance the colour of your eyes, and it was quite nice. So that's the way I do it. 3 mascaras per year, and I am a happy bunny. But since the world changed and mascaras weren't so easy to come by, I did try lots of different ones which I hadn't done in years, and some I was very disappointed with, and there is a video on my favourite mascaras if you want to check that out. Clarins also do one which isn't bad for curl, if curl is the issue you need. So there is that, and I spent the extra few minutes giving it the shout out because I think it's certainly deserving of a top product for me, if not the top product. Now this is new to me. This came in a beauty box. Now I have never used eye cream because it irritates my eyes. I think I did perhaps use at one point the one that Princess Diana was supposed to have been using, which was the one out of the Body Shop. And it was kind of a gel and it was more of a cooling effect. And I don't even know whether it was for anti-aging or lines or anything like that. At the time I wouldn't have even needed it for those issues. But it was very cooling, and if you kept it in the fridge, it was a fabulous product, especially in the summer. So I did use that. But other than that, when I get samples or minis or supersized or whatever the gift with purchase would be, I would find if I put anything around the orbital bone, it would irritate. So when this came, I was thinking to myself, well, I won't I? And the reason I gave it the chance was it was for the one issue that I really need, which is I don't have puffy eyes down here, but what I do have is very dark circles, and I think that's due to being quite pale. I think a lot of people with pale skin suffer from kind of an inky coloured dark colour under your eye. Maybe it's just some people unfortunately get that, and I've never found eye creams to address that. They're mostly for puffiness and lines and fine lines and whatever, but this one was for brightening and dark circles, and it came from Beauty Bay, wasn't expensive, and I said I'm going to give it a try. So before I could think about it and change my mind and worry as to whether it was going to have an adverse effect on me, I just popped it under my eyes, and I found that it was really, really, really a lovely product. And I have a lot of makeup now on at present. I haven't worn makeup in days, so the panning of the products that I am planning won't be all that wonderful up until now, which is I think maybe the 10th when this video goes out. This is fabulous. It hasn't got a cooling effect, but it has a very nice feeling to it, and I would imagine, now it doesn't say on the packaging that you can, but I would be willing to risk it and put it into the fridge in the summer coming, summer 23. I will definitely be repurchasing this product. This is, to me, an unsung hero for people like me, that the issue that they have with their under eye is dark circles, not lines. Although I'm not saying I don't have any, I have two here because I don't have any hearing, and I do tend to strain and squint and constantly, so that eye has lines, this one doesn't. This one is easier to make up, this one isn't. For that reason, I do use the hearing aid. I don't use it in the videos because with the room being quiet, I don't need it. But if I'm out or if people are talking to me, I do need my hearing aid. And even at that, if it's really loud, I have an awful issue with squinting. So this eye has a lot of lines, this one doesn't. But dark circles, give it a go, Beauty Bay. And it's in the green with the turquoise. Yeah, that's it. Or there's the turquoise and teal, whatever. I'm going to give you a close-up of it. Now that is an inexpensive investment that for those with those issues it is well worth investing in my opinion. And if you haven't already, let me know. Or if you'd be willing to give it a go, let me know. Or if you've had issues with eye creams causing you irritation, which I've had even from the most luxurious of brands, Estee Lauder, Lancome, Clarins, even Clinique, can't use them, let me know. This is another hidden gem. One expensive, one inexpensive, but both absolutely hero products. Wouldn't be without them. This one for 15 years and this one since I discovered it, which was in the beauty box in December. I think it came to the beauty box. Yeah. So that is what I got for Christmas, and I hope it wasn't too long. It may have been slightly dragged out because I haven't been constantly on the internet filming for the channel. But 2022, oh yes, final thing is, I did say for every month that I didn't purchase, I would be saving, and I would be getting a box and that's what I got. As you can see, reflection on it says vacation fund. There you go, under suitcases. So whether it's used for a vacation or a day out or whatever it's used for, taking my children away for the day, whatever, anything is better than repurchasing eyeshadows that I already have in different forms, different formats, different palettes, unnecessary purchases for the year. And I will be starting to fill it this month, and it was a little cheapy. It came from one of those bargain shops. Some people call them, in the US they call them dollar stores. In the UK they call them, I can't remember what they call them. And we have a different name for them here. They come in different names. Some are we used to call them, back in the 80s, we used to call them the 99p shop. But as the currency changed with the euro, and they're not the 99p shop anymore, so it just came from there. It wasn't expensive, and slot, the money box sign at the back of it, I didn't even take that off. And that is how I have just held firm to the purchasing of nothing for myself this year. And all being well, it will continue throughout the year, but who knows? I'm hopeful, and let me know in the comments underneath what ye are giving up for the new year as regards purchasing. Are you on a low buy? Are you on a no buy? Are you just continuing as you were? Perhaps you're just starting off with makeup and it's not necessary to go on either. Let me know. I would be interested, and I would like to wish everybody a happy 2023. And here on Palace Pouts Perfumes and Panning for January, February, March, April and onwards, we will be doing one collab a month with another YouTuber, which will be new to our channel. We have collabed before, but not on a monthly basis, and we are very excited about that and looking forward to it. We also are looking forward to the giveaways. January is Ireland, February is Europe, and March will be international, which we will be having our usual St. Patrick's Day live on the 17th of March, which is usually a very, very fun thing to come along to. So Until the next video, thanks for watching. Thanks for spending the time with me. I do appreciate it. I know that it isn't easy with these long videos to hang around, and as I said, I appreciate it, and Happy New Year to each and every one of you. All the best.